Good afternoon, everybody. We're me and my sister Amanda McCrary are in Phil Campbell, Alabama. It's in far southern Franklin County, uh, between Russellville and Hackleburg. And this is at the Tornado Memorial, or the Memorial Park here in town. We didn't get to come down here after remembering the 10-year anniversary of the outbreak and celebrating it, but we had a chance to come over here today. And as you can imagine, this is hard to look at, because we may have not known these precious people that were killed, that lost their precious lives on April 27, 2011. But this was a personal event for me and my family and all, and for my friends and all that I went to school with and graduated with from Colbert County High School on May 27, 2011. It was right before we graduated, this happened. And if you were to ask me if I ever thought that before graduation that we would deal with a killer tornado, a major deadly tornado outbreak, a generational outbreak for that matter, I would have told you no, because I never thought in my life or anybody else's life that before graduation we would deal with this, or experience it, or have friends and loved ones be in Phil Campbell and Hackleburg and Mount Hope, any of these towns that were just hit so hard that day. But it happened. It was obviously we don't know why, only the Lord knows why. But anytime we have a severe weather event or so, people always ask if it's going to be like April 27, 2011, and the answer is no. But all it takes is one tornado out of the whole state coming down your street in your neighborhood to be your April 27th. And when it comes to that, all you have to do is just be ready for it, such as having an all-weather radio and a very dependable free weather app on all of your mobile devices. The siren should be the last resort. Not saying ignore them, I'm saying do not assume they're the only way of getting severe weather information. And if you go under a warning and you know you're in it, the simple steps are a small room, which would be a bathroom, a cooler, closet, or hallway on the lowest floor and near the center and away from all windows and doors. And of course, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. And when you're in your tornado safe spot, you need to have helmets on for everybody, not just kids, but for adults too. And have shoes on in case you got to walk through tornado damage. And have an air horn or whistle in case you are hurt and you need help. That way the first responders can get to you. And if somebody gets mad because their program got interrupted, that's their problem. That's too bad. Because every time we have severe weather, I always think of these precious people that were killed that awful day. And that's what everybody should think about every time we approach tornado season, whether it's fall or spring, whatever. Again, when you do not worry about a program, that you're, quote, watching, you gotta think about your life and other people's lives. I don't care if I make somebody mad saying that. All I care about is making sure people like you are being safe. As we can replace these tombstones and memorial sites, we can replace property and vehicles and etc. But we can never ever replace a human life. So anytime we have severe weather, make sure you think about that. And that should be the number one priority, is making sure you and your family and others are being safe during severe weather. Will any event we have be like April 27th? Absolutely not. But all it takes is one, and when a tornado warning is issued, when a tornado warning is issued, don't wonder if it's going to be like April 27th. As soon as you know you're in that warning, you get to safety immediately. And this is in memory of all those that were lost that awful day. I'm not going to mention the names. I'll start crying if I do, and I don't want to do that. And they're hard to look at, but I can handle it. But I'm sure the people that were related to these people, probably they may not. And some of these people that were killed, they were kids. Not all of them, but most of them were. That's what makes it even harder during these events. Is when kids are it's hard enough when it's adults, but it's even harder when it's kids. But that's all I have for y'all. But if you come through Phil Campbell or Hackleburg or Mount Hope, any of these locations that were hit hard, and you see these memorials, make sure you show your respect to them. They may not be related to you, but who cares about that? It doesn't matter if they're related to you or not. Their lives were precious, and they mattered. So keep that in mind. Y'all have a wonderful day, and be safe out there. And God bless.